Let me tell you a story. There's a company that for years made losses every year. And every year they wrote the same letter to shareholders in the annual report with the title, "It's all about the long term." And this company was investing to get big. And then one year the cash flow became positive, and then the net profit became positive. And this company is today the best performing stock in history. Can you guess its name? Yes, it's Amazon. And just like Amazon, we have the same title for our presentation this year as last year, Profit is Coming. Now, there was a company years ago that only had 1,400 hectares. It's us, EHP. And then we invested and grew the plantations. And up to today, we have over 140,000 hectares. So the plantations have increased 100 times. And by the end of this year, all the plantations will be mature. All the plantations will be producing fruit. And our plantations are just entering the golden age. 4 years ago, the majority were young. Today, the majority are prime, with the average 9 years. And over the next few years, the age will go to 12, which is the peak of productivity. And productivity will also be helped by the rain. The rain affects production over 2 years, which is the cycle of the fruit. And the weak rain in 2013, 14, 15 negatively affected production in 2015, 16, 17. But since 2016, rain has increased above average, which will boost the production in 2018, 19, and 20. Now, Amazon talks about cash flow and free cash flow as being very important. Free cash flow is cash flow from operations minus capex. When free cash flow is negative, the company has to borrow. When it's positive, you can pay down debt and dividends. Now, 4 years ago, our plantations were very young. Free cash flow was a big minus. Then, as our age increased, free cash flow became positive for the full year in 2017. And we used the money to pay down debt. For the first time, our debt declined. In 2018, the age will rise, productivity will rise. And our production is also following the rainfall from 2 years ago. We've already reached 150, 160,000 tons, and this predicts that the production will rise further in the coming months. There's a big difference between net profit and cash flow. Like depreciation, for example. And in plantations, depreciation is big. Now, with Amazon, the net profit came 1 year after the cash flow. And in the fourth quarter of 2017, our net profit turned positive 1 year after the cash flow had turned positive. You didn't see it in the financial statement because the other quarters were a loss. Then into the first quarter of 2018, production dropped and we went back to a loss again. In the second quarter, production has risen sharply, and the production at 160,000 tons now is higher than it was in the fourth quarter. So we will go back to profit again. And when you look at the daily average production this year, you can see the amazing increase. And every 500 tons increase, we celebrate with donuts in the office. In 2018, we're going to be able to recover the loss from the first quarter quickly and go to reporting a profit in the financial statement. The last time we did this was the first quarter of 2015, 3 years ago. And at that time, our share price was 400. So as we go back to profit, report a financial statement profit for the first time since 2015, our shares will go back and above the same level as well. Thank you.